Hello, my friends. And today we are going back to the past to discover when our scientific and industrial revolution began. But before we start, I already ask you to like this video, leave your like, so that this video can reach even more people. So, shall we go to the video? 1. The spark that changed the world. The world was about to explode, not in destruction, but in change. After centuries of empires, dogmas, and unquestionable kings, humankind began to question the order of things. The 18th century dawned with a new glow in the eyes of humanity: reason. Enlightenment ideas crossed borders, inspiring a revolution that was not only political, but mental. Philosophers like Voltaire, Rousseau, and Montesquieu raised their voices against tyranny and absolute power, proclaiming that every man was born free. These ideas, previously restricted to books and salons, began to take to the streets. Meanwhile, science challenged the supernatural, and technology took its first steps toward industrialization. Human thought ceased to be a servant of faith, to become a servant of logic. Gunpowder, steam, and ideas united, and together they prepared the ground for the greatest transformation in modern history. The people began to believe that they could change their destiny, and this belief was more powerful than monarchies trembled and factories began to roar. The revolution was no longer just a possibility, it was an inevitability. The spark had been lit. From France to England, from the American colonies to the European empires, the cry for freedom echoed. The old world began to crumble, and from its ashes would be born a new era, the Age of Revolutions. 2. The revolutions that shook the world. The spark that was now lit turned into a great fire. No throne anymore was safe, no crown anymore slept in peace. The 18th century became the stage for the greatest ruptures in human history. In America, simple colonists faced the greatest empire on the planet and proclaimed, "We, the people." There was born the modern concept of freedom and self-determination, a model that would inspire entire generations. Soon after, in France, the people, tired of hunger and oppression, marched against palaces and privileges. The Bastille fell, but with it also collapsed the idea that power came from God. Now power was born from the people. The revolutionary ideas crossed oceans. They echoed in the colonies of Latin America, awakened sleeping nations, and transformed kingdoms into republics. Meanwhile, the Industrial Revolution made cities roar with the sound of steam engines. Human work, previously artisanal, became mechanical force, and the world reinvented itself in smoke, iron, and movement. Science, economy, and society intertwined in a new, dizzying rhythm that would forever change the way of living. These revolutions were not just battles or changes of government, they were transformations in the very essence of humanity. For the first time, man did not accept the world as it was. He wanted to shape it, create, challenge, and reinvent. The entire planet was moving, and nothing would be as before. 3. The revolution of mind and machine. In the noisy pace of factories and in the glow of laboratories, a new revolution was born, silent and devastating at the same time. The Industrial Revolution. Man, who previously depended on the strength of muscles and of the winds, now dominated the power of steam, iron, and invention. Gigantic machines replaced human labor, accelerating production and multiplying wealth. But along with progress, inequality also came. While some accumulated unimaginable fortunes, others endured exhausting journeys and inhuman conditions. That was the price of modernity. However, something even greater was at stake. The revolution was not just material, it was mental. Science ceased to be the privilege of a few and began to transform everyone's lives. New inventions emerged every decade. Locomotives, telegraphs, factories, and entire cities in expansion. The world began to spin faster. driven by the human desire to dominate nature. And in this whirlwind of innovations, a new type of man emerged: the inventor, the entrepreneur, the visionary. Rational thought and the creative spirit united in a perfect dance between logic and ambition. Humankind no longer looked only to the sky in search of answers. Now, he created his own solutions here on Earth. This union between mind and machine would be the foundation of the modern world. And what began with gears and steam would soon pave the way for electricity, steel, and later, the future. 4. The legacy of the revolutions. The echo of the revolutions crossed centuries and shaped the modern world in every detail. From Enlightenment ideas to factory machines, from the bloodied streets of Paris to locomotives crossing continents, every spark of human rebellion ignited the fire of progress. Freedom, equality, and reason ceased to be just beautiful words and became pillars of a new era. The French Revolution taught the world that power does not belong to kings, but to the people. The Industrial Revolution showed that human creativity can transform matter into wealth and time into productivity. And the Scientific Revolution revealed that knowledge is the most powerful of weapons. Each of these revolutions, in its own way, freed man from ignorance, from poverty, from submission. But the legacy of the revolutions is not just technical or political. It is emotional. It lives in human restlessness, in the flame that always pushes us to seek more. Because deep down, the revolutionary spirit never dies. It just changes form. Today, the revolution happens on screens, on networks, in ideas that break digital borders. The search for freedom continues, now within the human mind itself and in the invisible connections that unite billions of people. The revolutions of the past were not the end. They were the beginning, the birth of modern man, a being who learned to question, create, and transform. And it is this heritage of courage, of rebellion, and of hope that continues to move the world, generation after generation. And this our chat continues here in the comments, and I want to know your opinion, and if there was something I didn't point out here in this video, so it becomes even more complete. If you liked it, like the video, leave your like. This helps a lot so that this content reaches more people. I ask you to subscribe here to our channel, The Human Journey, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new episode. Share this video with that friend of yours who loves stories of human evolution. A big hug to everyone. Stay with God, and see you next time.